Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to JMOA Avenue's 2-Minute Miracle Gel Ice Element Skincare Range, Angel Secret opening of the month kickoff event. So I'm now going to hand over to Gigi Field as she just talks through the excitement from our events and kicking off. So great to have everybody here. I look forward to seeing you in person, and this is the first of many Hangouts to happen. So Gigi, I just want to hand it over to you.
Right, well, good evening. Yeah, this is our first Hangout. We have no idea whether it's all working. We're hoping that everybody can see what's going on. And we will obviously get ourselves really up to speed with this, but we thought it would be a nice way just to get a slightly different way to communicate across, and we will be getting more and more people and guests coming on to this event. It's a little bit more flexible. So, thanks for joining us. Obviously, we're, just off the hoof of the fantastic event we had in Birmingham and in Dublin. And what a weekend. we certainly, for a week lead up to that event, worked our socks off to get everything ready. But you really excelled in getting out. Some of you traveled, I know, a long way to get to the events, and we truly, truly appreciated that. And I know that Shelley was blown away, and Fader, I spoke to her today. She is, as you know, our corporate support over in the US, and she was completely blown away with the quality of the people. We're serious, and we're business people, and we're passionate, and all of that came across. So, great thanks to all of you for being there and enjoying the day. Shelley is just, as I say, felt so excited to connect to everybody. And of course, we all got a chance to see the new packaging, which looks just amazing. And now all of you hopefully are using the new Radiance and C5. And I have to say, my skin is as better than it's been for many, many years. So I am thrilled with the product, and I know many of you are as well. And we saw lots and lots of great testimonies. So yes, great event, and for all of us now, it's time to, regroup and think about how you're going to move forward from here. We're moving into the summer, so we do need to think about getting some good activity going. We're hoping to give you some updates, on with regards to, some plans for you. And I know SJ is going to go through that with you in just a minute. I'm going to give you a bit of an update on the 2-Minute Tools site as well. I'm going to try and show you the site, all that we are doing here to us. So we're hoping that it all works, and that you can all enjoy just kind of going through this with us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand back to SJ just to give you a bit of a plan out of here now with the next night, and then I'll pick up and let you know a little bit more about what's happening on my darling's training site. So over to you, SJ.
Thank you. So for those of you that weren't at the event, then you'll know that we launched the Ice Element Skincare range, as Gigi's just talked about. And so we have some new products, and it's all about demoing. And we also mentioned about a restart. Now, it looks like this is going to happen. It hasn't come out officially. You wouldn't have seen it in your emails yet, but we want to be one step ahead as a team for when it does happen, because we know it is. And what will really support you is the Getting Started training, or Let's Get Started training that we've created for you. Now, for everyone that did attend the event, you would have been given one of these. If you haven't received one of these yet, then go into the back office on Facebook and look it up in the file section. There is a file that says Let's Get Started, and this document is in there. Now, if the restart is going ahead, and when the restart officially goes, it's a 90-day program, and it's all about StarMap. And if you still don't know about StarMap, again, go into your JMOA Avenue back office, click on resources, and go to the page that says about the compensation plan and the incentives for the UK, Europe, and America. That's where you want to go, and that will tell you all about StarMap. But the idea behind it is for you to reach a certain rank within 90 days. And so this Let's Get Started training is all about starting somebody brand new into the business. So it starts at the top about you creating your goals. And what I would say, with the fact that it's coming up to summer, people are going on holiday, you know, let's get some clear goals so you know where you're going over the next 90 days. Now, it's June, July, and August is what we're planning for the 90 days. Obviously, we are already on the 3rd of June, so the month's already started, but it's all about what are your goals for you to achieve by the end of August. Now, I know many of you are already going for the ovation in August. The criteria for that is to be qualified by the end of June. So I know for some people, there's a real incentive for hitting ranks and for doing some additional work in the month of June. But other than that, if you go for the 90-day plan, it's all about hitting 1 star in 90 days. So your first goal, like I said, is knowing what your goal is. You know, is it to retail so many products? Is to earn a certain amount of money? Or is it to hit 1 star by the 90-day plan? So make sure you write down what your goal is. Then it's, of course, choosing your path. Now, as you know, in the back office, we have 4 different options and 4 different trainings there for you to select which path you're going on. So whether it's relationship marketing, whether it's who you've spoken to, your friends, your family, make sure you go back over your list of people and go and contact everybody that you know and let them know and send out the video. Is it a hangout or a spa party? We are going to be implementing some more things. I am going to be putting together a training with Gigi and with Theda in the office there with regards to a party plan. Because we really think that this product is great for party plan. You know, we've got a fantastic way to demo. For those of you that are at the events, you'll see obviously Shelley had done the Ice Elements demos, and we also used Angel Secrets. So we think we've got 2 great things to do at parties. So it could be a hangout or a spa party, and you could find people that maybe want to earn an additional £50 to £100 a night just from hosting one of those. So let's get that going as well. Then obviously you've got your business to business. Are you going to salons? Are you speaking to people that are therapists about the product and introducing the product to them and offering to go in and do demo days within salons? There's that side of the business. And then you've got internet marketing. Now, we know that we have got a fantastic support tool in the form of Mike Darling. And being part of this team, you get added bonuses by internet marketing. Now, for those of you that came to the event, you know that there was an incentive for you to get leads from Mike Darling. And so hopefully you've started to see those in the back office. And I know that Gigi's going to go through some of those in a moment on where you will find the updated system, how it works, and really understanding the differences in the back office for you now and how to make the most of that tool. Because I've definitely been doing it, and I know Gigi has as well, using the tools in the back office in our team website. So that's the 2 Minute Tools team website in contacting people. And it is brilliant. And it's great for not wasting samples, because we're only sending samples to people that we know are really, really interested in it. So that's great. So for you to restart on the star map, you need to enroll as gold or above. So if you've already done that, that's fine. Excuse me, scratching my nose. That's the only thing with live video cameras. Everybody watches everything. So you get to enroll as gold or above. If you came in at gold previous to March the 1st, that's fine. You've already qualified for that section. You don't need to go and repurchase another gold kit. You needed to be in at gold or above. So if you only came in as a distributor, we need a kit for gold. That will then entitle you to the beginning step of the star map. And then it's all about you enrolling 3 people and enrolling 3 people at gold level or above as well. And that's your first rank. So that's rising star. From there, you want to now help your 3 to go and do exactly the same. So the goal is, how many rising stars can you get within your first 90 days? So obviously you're going to go and get some customers. So I would say approximately 5 to 10 customers personally, and teach your team to do the same. And then you want to go and help your 3 personally enrolled golds to hit rising star and get their 5 to 10 customers too. And once you do that, the volume that goes through your team will mean that you are now hitting the rank of star. Then once you've hit star, to get to 1 star, it's all about having volume within your business. So you need 5,000 in volume, 2,500 within each leg, and that will hit you the rank of rising star, of 1 star diamond. And there you will get to receive, actually it's 10,000, so it's 5,000 in each leg, and you will receive a $500 bonus each month that you maintain that rank. Now that's a lot of money. It works out about £350. And it's worth a lot of money for everybody. So that's the goal. That will create some real momentum in your team. And it's all about really how many rising stars you can find within your team. So you want to go back to your team, find out who's got goals, who would like to hit which rank, and really work with them on their list of people of who they know and how they can get more leads coming into their back office system. Now, the best way to do it, obviously, we've got social media, is your warm list, your friends and family, and contacting people that you know that you would love to work with if you had a choice of people to work with. So this will really help you to do it, and following the Rise and Star set. Now, people have asked before as well how to structure. Now, this is the great question. And Gigi and I have sat there and worked it out and looked at it and kind of played around with different things. But really, you want to keep it as simple as possible. For you as an upline, you want to be working 2 legs. And the way that you do this, and I'm just going to do a little diagram, and I hope you can see this, and I hope it comes out okay on the screen, is that there's you at the top. Can you see that okay? And you can't answer me. And then you go down and you build your 2 people that you personally enroll initially. Maybe I need to excuse me. So you've got 2 people that you brought in initially, and then you're going to go and get your 3. So everybody personally enrolls 3. But because we can go 5 wide, you don't want to do that initially because you want to create some kind of momentum within your team. So your 3rd person, instead of doing them direct to you, you go and place them underneath that person there. Okay? Now you are going to end up with a bit of a lopsided leg, but this is a real balancing act. And you'll know from Crystal Foster, who went 1 star within her first 2 months, she did this balancing act to a T and absolutely nailed it. So that was what got her to having the 5,000 in each leg, and hitting the 1 star bonus. So she's done that, and she balanced her legs, and it is all about playing a game of ping pong between your team. Now, you don't want to go off and start building here as well. This isn't for you to do. You want to keep going down deep into your team as low as you can get. In 1 leg, then the other leg. In 1 leg, then the other leg. Now, if 1 leg goes off and crows a huge volume, what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to go back to the other leg and keep going down and build deep into your team. And we always say to go as deep as possible because that's where you'll gather the most momentum. And that benefits not only that person down the bottom, but everybody going up the whole line here. So it's really important that you just play a game of ping pong between 2 lanes. And it's really sometimes so tempting to go and help somebody and say, you know what, I'll just put somebody here. Well, that person now there is sitting on their own, and you're not going to go and build a 3rd leg down this leg here. You want to just keep going backwards and forwards, as low as you can get and as deep as you can get. And we will be able to show you exactly where you can do that later on. Maybe next week we'll do that where you can see your team numbers. But you can see in your back office, if you scroll down, you will see your tree and you will see leg 1, leg 2, or balance in each leg. So you will know which leg that you really, really need to go and support and work with. But as your team grow, remember that they're going to build 1 leg. They've got another leg, but they're not going to go and build 3 legs. They're going to build 2. So they are also going to place somebody now deep down in the line, as deep as they can get, down here, that will benefit that person at the bottom. And you call this a team effort. Now, a typical binary is where you get promised, and I'm sure somebody here has had that conversation with another company where they've gone, I promise you a leg, we'll build 1 leg for you, all you need to do is go and build another leg. Well, we've seen it with one of our uplines where that was what happened with them, and that 1 leg decided to go and join another business. And now they are just left with all of their personals all in 1 leg and nothing in the outside leg. So you want to take responsibility in being part of the team. And this is where we call it like a community team leg, where you are helping each other and you always put somebody down as deep as you can go that will benefit everybody. And that's the best way to build your business initially. We say that when you've got to 1 star and you are maintaining that every month, then go and look at building a 3rd leg. But you want to maintain the volume and get that team really strong before you go any wider than you already are. So make sure that that's what you're doing. I hope this kind of helps in explaining how it goes. That one goes down here. So obviously if this person's recruited a 3rd person, which they're going to do because they're going to go for Rising Star, they're going to help the whole team and go down the bottom here. So now it's going to benefit everybody. And you do that in both sides and actively encourage everybody to do that in both sides. So everybody's only building 2 legs and going as deep as they possibly can into the business. And you know how to do that by clicking onto your back office in your JMOA Avenue back office and literally driving down your numbers. And I would always stick on the left-hand side. Just stick on the left-hand side. It makes it easier. You know, and some people say, oh, but I've got a favorite and they're just over here. You know what? Just stick to the left-hand side and keep it simple so you know exactly where you're going to go deep as much as you, every time. It's so easy. You know, you just ring your team and say, okay, as deep as you can on the left-hand leg, as deep as you can on the right-hand leg, and just go deep down into your team and let your team build their legs in the middle and then dropping one down underneath each time. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of confusing when you first look at it, and but we can go over it in more detail another time. And if you need us to really focus on this and do a specific training on where you structure your team, we can obviously do that. So that's really important in getting you started. Obviously, you can see it will create momentum as you all participate in building a leg, and you will always end up with a leg that's slightly bigger than the other. And it's that point where you ping pong between the two, and maybe leg 1 is your strong leg to start off with, and leg 2 is your weaker leg, and then leg 2 goes and flies and takes off. Then you go back to leg 1 and help and support leg 1. So you really need to make sure you're contributing to both legs and everybody taking responsibility for that part of their business too. Gigi, do you want to add anything else to that?
I'm just coming on.
You're on.
Am I on? Can you hear me? Yeah, great. No, that was brilliant. And I think it's just visually seeing that, you know, it's not something you have to, you know, grasp straight away, but just understanding the concept. And now that we have got this going, we'll do some specific trainings, I think, and, you know, put those up for recording so people can go back and check it out. There is actually in the Minute Tool site, there is a little video about placement. So, you know, if that is something that you want to get to grips with, that might be worth picking up as well.
Great, fantastic. So obviously that's part of it. It's all about building your business and getting the leads initially and finding these people. And every circle here is a business prospect. Remember, this is a very, very customer-centric business. The Miracle Gel is great to demonstrate. The Angel Secret is also great to demonstrate. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you go and do it. And so you want to make sure that everybody's got about 5 to 10 customers each. Because if you look at the star map, you think, well, that's not the right volume if people come in as just as a gold level. Well, they need to go and get customers, and you need to get some personal customers coming into you as well and take responsibility for that side of the team. So making sure that that happens too is where you will start to get your volumes. So don't just focus on the business. Make sure, and I've got it, just wiped it off my board, but I say 97% of people want to be a customer. And 3% actually want to be involved in a business. So not everyone will want to be involved in a business. Remember that 97% of the people that you speak to will want to be a customer. So always lead with the product first. And if you get a slight hint that they may want to be interested in the business, then obviously then they flip over to 3%. So this should look very different if we were looking at this and putting customers in here, because there should be 97 times more people to those 3 that will be customers. So there should be a lot of customers coming throughout the team. So remember that when you're going out building a team, that's where the volume will be coming through and really supporting you to have really strong foundations as well. So Gigi, I know you want to go through the back office. Obviously, Mike's got some new things in the back office that we can share with everybody. So I'll hand it back over to you.
Thank you. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure. Can you share screen, SJ? Can you bring up the 2-Minute Tools site? Because I don't seem to be able to do that. Yeah, and I just wanted to quickly, you know, get you all focused on, you know, this training site that we have with Mike. Now, it's been developing for a little while, and, you know, Mike has really done an amazing job in just making sure that we've got this very, very comprehensive system. And it's taken a little while, but he's really getting it lined up now. So with the changes that have gone on, it was interesting today because I went in to the prospects, which I'm going to talk to you in a moment, not realizing that I'd actually logged in to 2-Minute Tools via one of the team, to one of my personal team called Cherie. And I just went to the first person that was the latest lead that went in, and I just rang the girl, and she was just really excited, looking for new products to try, very excited about the 2 Minute Miracle Gel. I did a really great job, going to get a sample out to them. I realized that actually it was Cherie's lead and not mine. But they do work. Now, it's really important to know that not every single lead that Mike is putting into this back office is going to be a good lead. So they're free. So you just need to make sure you speak to everybody. Do not send any leads out unless you've spoken to the person. You know, if the number doesn't go through, it's a wrong number, just delete the lead. You only want leads that you can speak to, get a feel for what they're looking for, let them know that, you know, you are bringing this product in from the USA, the company has asked you to contact them, and that you are paying for the lead. So for the samples. So you need to make sure you're sending samples to people that have an interest in trying a new skincare product. So talk to them. And with this girl that I spoke to today, I said, you know, we're also looking for people that would like to just, you know, share this with their friends and family, and maybe just have a little bit of an income building. And she said, well, I've got 3 kids, that would be amazing. So, you know, it's just getting into a conversation. And if you can't get into a conversation, then just don't go any further. So if you could just scroll down for me, SJ, so we can just see so obviously Mike has just slightly changed some of the information here. If you can go back up again, could have gone right to the bottom, because that's it. So the first thing the first thing that comes up is choose your product. This is a bit different to what you had before, and the reason that that's there is because probably by next week there is actually going to be a little option on that drop down, and it's going to offer you a chance to choose Angel Secret. So at the moment it's just 2 Minute Miracle Gel, but very soon you'll have an option to be able to then have an Angel Secret web page, and all of the information that we have with 2 Minute Miracles. So I think that's going to be amazing. So at the minute, obviously for new people that come in, we're going to drive them with 2 Minute Miracle Gel. That is our flagship product. Once you've done that, you move down to choosing your path, which SJ just spoke about. Again, the difference here, again, you'll have a choice when that happens for Angel Secret or 2 Minute Miracle Gel. But now if you want to get onto the success system, you click on relationship marketing. Before that was just there as you scroll down, but it won't be there unless you click on that button. And then the steps come up. And then you click on step 1 and you'll find your link. Now, Mike has also added, which I asked him, which I think is great, is that if you scroll right to the bottom of the site, you will also find a tab which will give you all your links in one place. So if you're with somebody and you want to quickly find their link without going through all of that, you can go straight to the bottom of the page. And here, just there you go. If you go to my website, which is the middle tab, there you can see, and in fact, as you can see there, you've got Italian and Spanish. So if you wanted to send the Miracle Gel video with the the sample request and everything in Italian, you click Italian and it will go out in Italian, which I think is amazing, and Spanish. And he's had some great team members that have translated all of that for him. So, and I think French is coming and whatever. So you've got that, which I think is just amazing. So that's a new part there, and I think it's a nice way to go and just pick up your links. And then of course, all the other information, additional resources, but you just need to go through now. There are some great information there for you to pick up. And then there's a little button, just go up a bit, you just missed, there's a little button there for prospects. And if you click on that, that will take you to the contact manager system. And that is giving you all the information about your prospects. This is SJ's back office here. So these are all the customers that she's got in her back office. And as you can see, she's already working with some of them. You can actually mark these down to say they're active, or you've read them. Of course, as I said to you, when you open up the lead, if you want to open one of those up, All their details are there, you know, the address, the phone number. As I said to you, if the phone number doesn't connect, you can try and email them and say that if they could click on the link and re-put their information into, you know, the ask a sample. Go ahead and do that, but don't waste a lot of time on trying to get a lead to be more than it is. They're free leads, and some of them are fantastic and some of them are not. So your job is just to sort through these in an effective way, but don't leave them. This is money on the table, because out of every, you know, 10 or 20 leads, you're going to get 1 or 2 people that, you know, and you'll have days where you'll have great response and then days when you won't. So, you know, the key is just to get on it. So I'm going to do 5 a day or 10 a day or whatever it is. And of course, you can load your own leads into here. So if you've got somebody that you've spoken to on Facebook and they would like a lead, put their details through the system so they come into this back office, because you can actually make what you've said and what you've done. And when you click on one of the, if you put the little button there and then you go to sample letter, and a letter actually is put together for you, all personalized. And Mike has changed this letter so that it doesn't actually say that you're sending 3 samples. And I know that that was something that a few people found, you know, a little bit challenging, because we all, you know, want to send our own number of samples. So he's taken that out. So now you've got the choice to send as many samples as you want. And in fact, you know, when you go to choose your sites, we saw the Italian and the Spanish. You also have an option where you can choose to send out a free sample, or you can choose to actually request a postage charge. So he's making this a really flexible site to try and meet the way you want to, you know, go out and build your business. So I urge you, there's a video there, processing prospects, how to use this back office, and calling prospects is actually a PDF, you know, with some, you know, step-by-step how to approach actually making the contact. You know, this is a business and you need to treat it, you know, with respect, in that sense that, you know, don't be blasé, don't be casual, because you'll be a casualty. You will miss people that are waiting for a sample. You know, they're waiting for you to call them. So put some time aside, make that as part of your, you know, your rhythm in your business, that you know, you don't go to bed at night feeling good unless you've made some fresh calls and you've made some fresh contact. And that will all then pile in and give you the momentum that you want to go through the star map, you know, to go through the ranks and to build your business. So, you know, we have an amazing tool. Now, I really want to stress this. This is a free system. Anybody outside of Mike Darling's business is paying $9.95 a month for that particular system, and they're not getting the leads. So, you know, we are in a great, and I really, really want us now to take this seriously and appreciate what we've got. And when you talk to people, you know, I think Mike is looking at perhaps, you know, when people come in at gold, or they start to reach levels in the star map, he's going to be then, you know, dishing out more leads to those particular achievers. So, you know, get in there and start to achieve in the business, and you'll get more and more leads, you know, from the funnel that Mike has now got working, which is, you know, just terrific. Use that. Say to people, look, when you join our team, you know, you're going to get leads. If you show yourself to be a leader, to be someone that's going to work the business, you're going to get leads from the company, leads from our upline, and they're absolutely free. All we have to do is go work them. So I'm excited about that, and I hope you are too. Just go and spend some time, go and look around the site, and tomorrow as well, as to how many people you're going to call if you've got leads there. So go make that happen. So I'm going to finish off there. It's 9:30. We don't want to go on for too long tonight. And of course, I'm going to pass back to SJ, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Great. And you know, I've been using pads and paper for following up people, and obviously we've still got the surf report, so I highly recommend that you transfer some of the names onto the surf report, just so you can see at a quick glance who you've contacted, and obviously enter your form in to receive that Surf Club t-shirt. However, I was using a very, very old school folder with like A to Z, and then all the months, and then like all the dates of the month, to keep in touch with all my contacts. And I was printing every single contact out, and I was writing notes on all these sheets of paper. And then Mike's obviously put all this system together, and I will say now, it is so much easier. There's a notes section there that you can update what you've spoken to people. And obviously when you ring them, you want to be having that conversation. You know, I just want to clarify your name and address, but also check that this product's right for you. And that's where you do the skincare questionnaire, but you don't need to fill it in on a piece of paper. You just need to ask the questions and then input it into that system there as a note. And then you can always refer back to it. And that for me has saved me so much time and so many sheets of paper across my desk that it's worth it. It's weight in gold just for that. So yeah, definitely go in there. If you haven't yet been into the 2-Minute Tools site and seen it, then go and take a look and do some investigating, because it's such a powerful tool. And the letters do what they're meant to do as well. So yeah, that's great. Now we did ask the company for some recognition just to see who's hit what ranks. But they're still closing off with it only being a third of the month. They're still closing off the end of the month and getting final numbers in. And we wanted to recognise people that were going for Ovation and see who else have qualified, because we know some more people have joined us on that list of qualifiers for Ovation at the end of May. And, you know, huge round of applause if you know that you've done it. We don't yet know who has done that within the team. But we will do, in that an email will come out to you as soon as possible. So I'm hoping that there'll be more people joining us on the Ovation, wherever that is in the world. It's looking at the dates of the 6th to the 10th of August as the Ovation date. Remember, if you get 50,000 points by the end of June, you and another person will be going away. If it's 55,000, that'll be you plus 2, and that's you plus 3 people going for 4 nights, 5 days. All exclusive, all inclusive, in a resort. I would say pretty close to us, but not too close. So really looking forward to showing some time there. So remember, you've got the month of June to get those numbers up in the Ovation. If for any reason you miss it in August, we are going to be running another one in February, and hopefully the location will come out for that very soon as well. So if you know you've done it, or you know you've hit a rank in the month of May, then huge congratulations. And obviously we will be getting some more info from the team coming ASAP. So like Gigi said, this wasn't going to be a massive call tonight. We just wanted to test the waters with Google Hangout. The whole idea of this is that you actually get to see us a little bit more, but also that we get some guest speakers on. And we know that there's some great stories coming back from within the field of teams that are doing something. And I definitely want to get someone on that I know is maximizing the promo pack. And as you've seen in the back office, it's still there. So really make the most of that promo offer. It's a great pack to get as a party pack, because you've got everything in there. So huge well done to everybody that's really making the most of that promo pack. And I know that there's a couple out there that are going to be able to share some stories with us and hopefully get them on next week. So from me, go smash the month of June. Let's get as many people to Rising Star as possible. If it's not you, then who in your team can you go and help to get to Rising Star? If you've already done it by personally enrolling 3 golds, then go and help your team to do the same, and then let's take it to the next level with the rest too. And remember that Let's Get Started document is in your Facebook group. If you're not yet in it, go to your upline and ask them to pop you into the Facebook group. And let's have an awesome month of June, and look forward to catching up with you next Wednesday, like Gigi said. So thanks for everybody that's turned up today. This recording will be available in YouTube, and we'll share that link ASAP. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Cheers, and bye.